Archangel Michael says, "Did you wake up at exactly 4:44 a.m. and feel untwatched? Have you been tossing in your bed with dreams you can't explain, faces you recognize but haven't seen in years? Was there a moment recently where you felt chills in a silent room, or heard your name whispered when no one else was awake? You didn't imagine it. Heaven has been trying to get your attention, and today I was commanded to speak." That time on the clock, 4:44 a.m., was not random. It was sacred. It was an alarm in the spirit. It was a signal sent to your soul. It was the hour of visitation. This message is not for everyone. This is for the one who keeps seeing repeating numbers, the one who's been grieving silently, the one who says, "I just want peace again." You. Yes, you. You are not alone in your house. Something holy is moving through your walls. And if you keep pretending it's all just a feeling, you will miss the exact thing your spirit cried for. I was sent to bring it to you. Not a dream, not a coincidence. A healing message was dispatched at 4:44 a.m., and if you open this now, it means your soul heard it, even if your mind didn't. I have not come to scare you. I've come to unlock something ancient that was hidden inside you. And the one who hurt you, yes, the one you never told anyone about, is being removed from the final chapters of your story. This message carries restoration, and 4:44 was your signal to finally receive it. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, listen closely. The moment you saw 4:44 on the clock was no accident. It was a divine signal, a sacred summons from heaven itself. The number 444 is not just a sequence of digits. It is a spiritual code, a beacon of protection, healing, and presence. It is the language of angels, a message written in light, calling you to awaken to the power that surrounds you." Why 4:44? Because the number 4, repeated 3 times, holds a special frequency in the realm of the spirit. 4 represents stability, foundation, and order, the very pillars of creation. When it appears in triple form, it amplifies these energies, declaring that divine support is firmly established around you. It is a reminder that you are not walking your path alone. I, Archangel Michael, stand with you, sword drawn and shield raised, ready to defend and heal. This hour, 4:44 a.m., is a sacred gateway. It is the time when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds thins, allowing healing energy to flow freely. Many have reported waking at this exact time, feeling a strange but comforting presence, a warmth in their hearts, or even the soft sound of wings brushing the air. These are signs that your angels are near, working tirelessly to mend what has been broken and to restore peace where there has been pain. The number 4444 is a divine confirmation that healing is underway. It is a message from heaven telling you that your prayers have been heard, your tears have been counted, and your burdens are being lifted. This moment marks the turning point, when spiritual forces gather to sweep away despair and bring renewal. It is not coincidence that you have been drawn to this moment. It is destiny. You may ask, how can numbers bring healing? How can a time on a clock hold meaning beyond the ordinary? My child, the universe speaks in symbols. Just as a mother's touch can soothe a child, these divine signals soothe the soul. They are the language your spirit understands when words fail. The repetition of 444 is a sacred chant, a prayer echoed by angels, anchoring you in divine protection and love. Know this: the presence of 444 is also a call to action. It urges you to awaken from spiritual slumber and open your heart fully to the healing that is waiting. It is a reminder that healing is not passive. It requires your willingness to receive, to release old wounds, and to step into the light of restoration. The angels stand ready to guide you, but you must say yes. At 444, the heavens pour out healing energy like a river flowing through the night. This energy has the power to cleanse your spirit, repair broken relationships, and mend the cracks in your heart. It softens the edges of pain and brings clarity to confusion. Many have felt a shift in this hour, a sudden sense of peace, an easing of anxiety, or a new strength rising from within. These are gifts from the angelic realm. Remember, 444 is also a shield. It is the mark of Archangel Michael's protection. When you see this number, know that I am standing by you, cutting through darkness, breaking chains, and repelling all that threatens your peace. No enemy, no fear, no shadow can stand before the light of this number. It is your fortress, your banner, your divine armor. This number also whispers that the foundations of your life are being rebuilt on solid ground. Whatever has been unstable, shaky, or broken is being restored by heavenly hands. It may not be obvious yet, but the spiritual architects are at work, laying bricks of hope, mortar of faith, and pillars of courage. Trust this process, even when the walls seem fragile, because the unseen work is the strongest. You might have felt confused, stuck, or weary lately, unsure of which way to turn. The sighting of 444 is a divine lighthouse piercing the fog, guiding you back to your path. It is a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be, and that everything is unfolding according to divine timing. Healing is not rushed. It comes at the perfect moment, this moment. As you receive this message, breathe deeply and feel the energy of 444 settling in your soul. Let it remind you that you are cherished, protected, and deeply loved by forces greater than you can see. This is the hour when your healing journey begins, not in some distant future, but now, here, in this very moment. Do not ignore these signs. Do not dismiss the call of 444 as mere coincidence. This is your invitation to awaken, to heal, and to rise. The angels await your response. Say yes to their presence. Say yes to your healing. Type 444 now as a declaration that you are ready to open your heart and receive this divine healing. Let it be your spiritual anchor, your signal to the heavens that you are awake and willing. You are never alone. I stand with you. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, now that you understand the sacred meaning behind 444, let me speak to you about the healing message I bring. This healing is not simply a soothing balm for the surface wounds you show the world. It is a deep, powerful restoration of your soul, your spirit, and even your body. It reaches places where pain has taken root for years, hidden places in your heart where fear, doubt, and grief have built walls. This message I deliver is a divine unblocking, a liberation from chains that no human hand could break alone. You may not realize it, but the healing that comes at 4:44 is wrapped in layers of spiritual warfare. There are forces, seen and unseen, that have worked to keep you trapped in cycles of pain, silence, and isolation. These forces whisper lies telling you that you are forgotten, that your suffering is meaningless, or that healing is impossible. I stand against those lies. I wield the sword of truth and light to cut through every shadow that clings to your spirit. The healing I bring is multifaceted. First, it is healing of your emotional wounds, those scars left by loss, betrayal, abandonment, or heartbreak. Many carry the weight of past hurts as if they were chains around their ankles. This message is your freedom call. I am here to break those chains. I remind you that every tear you have shed was seen in heaven, and none of it was wasted. The pain you've carried is not your identity. It is the soil from which your new life will grow. Next, this healing is spiritual restoration. Perhaps you have felt disconnected from God, from yourself, or from peace. You have wondered if your prayers reached beyond the ceiling, or if your faith was strong enough to hold through the storms. Hear this. Your faith, even when weak, is precious to heaven. The healing energy at 4:44 wraps you in divine presence, reminding you that you are never forsaken. I stand by your side, a warrior of light, helping you reclaim your spiritual ground and rebuild your connection to your divine source. Physical healing is also woven into this message. Many carry sickness, fatigue, or unexplained pain that weighs on their bodies as well as their spirits. At this sacred hour, healing energy flows like a river, touching every cell, every breath, every heartbeat. While your doctors and medicines play their part, know that this spiritual healing works simultaneously, lifting burdens your hands cannot reach. It calms nerves, reduces anxiety, and brings renewal to weary bodies. Signs often accompany this healing if you pay close attention. You may notice a sudden lightness in your step, a lifting of heaviness in your chest, or even vivid dreams filled with light and peace. Some experience warmth in their hands or face, a gentle glow of angelic presence. Others feel a soft breeze or hear whispered words of encouragement when all is still. These are not coincidences. They are the touch of heaven reassuring you that healing is real and underway. Healing is not always instantaneous, beloved child. It is a process, a sacred journey. Sometimes it stirs old memories or feelings so that they can be released properly. You might feel waves of emotion, exhaustion, or even confusion as your spirit purifies itself. But I urge you, do not resist this process. Embrace it with faith and trust. Every step, even the painful ones, leads you closer to wholeness. Remember, this healing message is a gift, one that requires your participation. You must receive it. You must open your heart and say yes to the restoration being offered. Healing is not a passive gift. It is a sacred partnership between you and the divine. When you welcome this healing, you become a vessel of light, allowing the energy to flow through every broken place and fill it with strength, peace, and hope. I also want to remind you that this healing message brings more than restoration. It brings transformation. What was once broken will become a source of power. What was once hidden in shadow will shine as a testimony of divine grace. Your healing will inspire others, breaking generational chains and sowing seeds of hope in places that seemed lost. Do not be afraid to claim this healing out loud. Speak it into existence. Say, Archangel Michael, I receive your healing now. I release all pain and fear. I embrace the peace and strength you bring. Declare it boldly, for your words are a key that unlocks heaven's gates for your soul. At 4:44, the heavens are open. The healing I bring is not limited by time or space. It is available to you right now. Do not delay. Do not doubt. Your soul has been waiting for this moment, a divine reset, a holy renewal. If you feel the stirrings of this healing within you, type 444 as your prayer, your declaration, and your commitment to receive all that is being sent. Let this sacred number be your spiritual anchor, your shield, and your call to awaken to a new season of life. Remember, my beloved, healing is your birthright. It is not earned by your efforts, but given freely by divine love. I, Archangel Michael, am here to guide you through this sacred healing. You are not alone. You are deeply loved, and your miracle is already unfolding. Archangel Michael says, My beloved child, now that you know the power of this healing message sent to you at 4:44 a.m., I must tell you how to receive and activate this divine gift. Healing is a sacred encounter between your spirit and heaven's light. But it is not automatic. It requires your willing heart, your open hands, and your surrendered soul. I am here to guide you through this sacred process. First, you must quiet the noise around you. In this fast-moving world, distractions flood your senses, and your spirit can easily become overwhelmed or deafened to the subtle call of healing. Take a moment to stop. Breathe deeply. Find a quiet place where your heart can speak freely and your mind can rest. This is your holy ground. Here, I can meet you. Next, open your heart with intention. Healing does not enter a closed door. You must invite it, like a welcome guest who carries a precious gift. Speak these words softly or aloud. Archangel Michael, I open my heart and soul to receive your healing. Remove what blocks me from your peace. Help me release all pain and fear. This simple act of surrender unlocks your spirit, inviting divine energy to flow. As you open your heart, focus your thoughts on what you need healing from. Is it a deep emotional wound, a broken relationship, fear or anxiety that weighs on your days? Speak these burdens honestly to me. Heaven already knows your pain, but naming it aloud makes the healing intentional and personal. Prayer is a powerful key in this process. You can use your own words, or this prayer I give you now. Archangel Michael, mighty warrior of light, I ask you to stand beside me now. Pierce the darkness that binds me. Cut every chain of pain, and cover me with your shield of protection. Fill my heart with peace and my soul with courage. Guide me to walk in healing and truth, now and always. Amen. Repeat this prayer as often as you feel drawn, especially during moments of doubt or weariness. It is a spiritual anchor, calling the angels to your side and reinforcing your connection to divine healing. Another vital step is to practice forgiveness, not because the other person deserves it, but because you deserve freedom. Holding on to bitterness or resentment blocks the flow of healing energy. Forgiveness is a release, a declaration that you will no longer be held hostage by past wounds. Say gently to yourself, "I forgive and I am free." Healing also requires rest and renewal. Give yourself permission to pause, to step away from burdens that exhaust you. Trust that healing often works best in the silence and stillness of your soul. When you rest in God's presence, you create space for miracles to unfold. During this time, pay attention to signs and synchronicities. The angels speak in subtle ways, a gentle breeze, a flicker of light, a recurring song, or a sudden insight in a quiet moment. These are confirmations that your healing is in progress. Do not dismiss them. Instead, receive them as sacred tokens from heaven. Journaling can also be a powerful tool. Write down what you feel, what you release, and what new hope you are receiving. This act makes healing tangible and tracks your journey from brokenness to wholeness. It also invites reflection and deepens your understanding of the changes taking place within you. You may also consider creating a small altar or sacred space in your home, a place where you can come daily to connect with this healing energy. Place items that bring you peace, a candle, a crystal, a photo, or a symbol of faith. Use this space to meditate, pray, or simply breathe in the presence of the divine. Finally, surround yourself with support. Healing is strengthened when shared with those who uplift you. Seek out trusted friends, family, or spiritual mentors who can pray with you, listen, and encourage your journey. You are not meant to walk this path alone. Remember, healing is not a straight line. There will be days when you feel strong and others when old pain resurfaces. This is natural and part of the sacred process. Be gentle with yourself and keep returning to your intentions, prayers, and the presence of Archangel Michael standing by your side. If doubt creeps in, speak this declaration: I am healing, I am whole, I am surrounded by divine light and protection. Archangel Michael guides me every step. I welcome healing now. Beloved, your willingness to receive this message activates the power within it. By opening your heart and soul, you invite transformation that ripples through every part of your life, mind, body, and spirit. Type 444. Now, if you are ready to open fully to this healing, let your declaration be a beacon to the heavens that you are prepared to receive your miracle. Your angels are waiting. Your healing is ready. Walk forward with faith and courage. You are loved beyond measure. You are not alone. I, Archangel Michael, stand with you. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael says, My beloved child, you have taken brave steps by opening your heart to receive this healing message. Now I want to speak to you about what comes after. The promise of renewal and protection that follows when healing takes root deep within your spirit. Healing is not merely the absence of pain. It is the blossoming of new life, the awakening of strength you never knew you had. When you say yes to healing, you invite transformation, an alchemy of the soul that turns past wounds into sources of wisdom, past fears into pillars of courage, and past doubts into unwavering faith. Know this: once healing begins, you will begin to notice shifts, not only inside but all around you. The atmosphere of your life, the energy in your home, and the tone of your relationships will start to change. It is as if the very air grows lighter, filled with the fragrance of hope and the sound of new beginnings. I, Archangel Michael, stand at the threshold of this transformation with my sword drawn, not to strike, but to protect. The spiritual battle that once raged in the shadows begins to dissolve. The darkness that tried to steal your peace finds no foothold. I am the shield guarding your soul, repelling every attack that aims to undo the healing work. You may have faced many battles, some visible, some hidden. You may have felt alone in your struggles, as if the weight of the world rested solely on your shoulders. But no longer. The power of Archangel Michael surrounds you now. Every step you take forward is under divine guard. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This protection is both fierce and tender. It is a fortress built by heaven's hands, a sacred space where your spirit can rest, renew, and rise. When you feel afraid or uncertain, remember this protection. Call upon me with these words: Archangel Michael, stand with me. Guard my heart, shield my path. Let your light repel all shadows. Your renewed strength will also attract new blessings, people, opportunities, and answers aligned with your highest good. Doors that once seemed closed will open. Paths you feared to take will become clear. Your spirit will move with confidence, grounded in the certainty that you are guided and protected. As healing and protection work in tandem, you will also experience a deeper peace. It is a peace that surpasses understanding, a calm that steadies your heart even amid life's storms. This peace is a sign that you are aligned with divine purpose, that the work of restoration is complete in places you thought were broken beyond repair. Remember, my beloved, that this promise of renewal is not just for you. It is a light for others to see and follow. Your healing story becomes a beacon, encouraging those who are still struggling to step into their own healing. You become a warrior of hope, a living testament that restoration is possible. Stand tall in this truth. Your journey from brokenness to wholeness is a sacred victory. You were never meant to stay in the shadow of your pain. The heavens rejoice over your breakthrough and call you forward into a season of abundance and joy.